So with this one, maximum your portion also will be completed. If possible, I will tell this boot processing also. Guys, are you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here it is. Whenever you insert new hard disk, so whenever you insert a new hard disk, this is a hard disk. Whenever you connect a new hard disk, your system will ask you initialize the disk as MBR or GPT. MBR or a GPT. Okay. Either you have to initialize as MBR type or a GPT type. Okay. What is this MBR and GPT? Are partition styles. Or a partition styles. When you insert a new fresh hard disk must be initialized as a MBR type or a GPT. These are the partition styles. In case you are installing an operating system, means you take a fresh system, no OS, no data, the hard disk is very fresh. Okay. Now you are directly installing operating system in it. Installing operating system in it. Now this disk is not initialized as a MBR or GPT, but there is a condition. Your system having BIOS chip. Your BIOS is BIOS. Obviously, your disk is initialized as a MBR. Okay. If your chipset is UEFI, then it is initialized as a GPT. Okay. MBR, BIOS, UTP. What is it? Aman Sharma came. Okay. So yours is BIOS and automatically disk initialized as a MBR. Your PC, you are using in UEFI instead of BIOS, then disk is initialized as a GPT. In that one, there is a condition. Your operating system is latest operating system, means Windows 8, 8.1, Windows 10 or 11, Server 2012 and later editions, Linux 7, Enterprise Linux 7. Okay, so UEFI supported operating systems. UEFI supported operating systems you are installing, then it is GPT. UEFI not supporting operating system or supporting operating system. Okay, so don't confuse. Guys, UEFI supporting operating system plus UEFI. Plus UEFI. Then it is a GPT. Then it is a GPT. You are installing, okay, you have a BIOS plus any operating system. UEFI support, no support operating system, it is MBR. Okay, so point is while you are installing operating system, also system based on your firmware MBR or GPT will be initialized based on your firmware and operating system. Very good. What will happen if disk is initialized as a MBR? What will happen if disk is initialized as a GPT? Guys, we are making a partitions to the disk, right? We are making partition to the disk. Why we require a partitioning the disk? to store different things like operating systems, data, different files like a music files like that, to store different data in different partitions. For example, I usually use virtual machines. All my virtual machines in the H drive only. All my downloaded applications and operating system files in Z drive. All my personal files and other files, certain files, old files stores in this F drive only. E drive contains your class related. Okay, class related. Sometimes earlier we have a class notes are there, so stored separately in E drive. Class video recordings, if in case, record separately. Drivers, some application stores in D drive. My operating system, my application stores in C drive. Okay, so we create a partitions to store data in different drives. Okay, so in MBR you can create a 4 primary partitions. We can create up to 4 primary created. Once 4 primaries are completed, for example, primary, 4 primaries are completed, remaining space in the days automatically wasted. For example, I taken a 500 GB hard disk. This is 50 GB, 50 GB, maybe this is 100, this is 50. 250 GB used, remaining 250 become wasted. Okay, so this is 4 primary part. But whatever actually happens from Windows 7 onwards, 3 primaries, once our 3 primary completed, like a primary completed. We want to create a 4th partition, so we'll create under this one. So this entire part automatically become extended partition. In this extended partition, we can create a logical partitions like this. Okay, so you want more partitions, but you have a certain limits. Then what to do? Create a 3 primary, or usually from Windows 7 onwards. Whenever you completed 3 primary and there is a extended, the 4th one will be created inside this extended partition. Inside extended partition, of course, we can create a logical drives. So this is MBR type. What is MBR? Master boot record. Master boot record. In MBR record, in the MBR record will be in the start of this hard disk first track layer. Okay, MBR record will store here only. Okay, this MBR record contains information. The MBR record or GPT record contains information about your disk partitions, sizes, numbering. Okay, where is operating system, where is bootloader, stores in this MBR only. If disk is MBR type, we can create a 3 partition and one extended. In one extended, we can create a multiple logical partitions. Each partition size support up to 2 terabyte. Up to 2 terabyte of each partition size. Guys, understand?
Yes, sir.
Next one is, if in case the disk is initialized as a MBR, then I already told 3 primary and extended. In extended you can able to create. But if you initialize the disk as a GPT means GUID partition table. GUID partition table. You can create 128 direct partitions. 128 primary partitions you can able to create. No extended, no logical. Logical drives, no extended drives, 128 primary partitions you can create, and each partition support more than 2 terabyte, so approximately 18 EV. But we didn't see that is a very big size, so we cannot see physically in our environment. So this is about your GPT and MBR. It is also one smoothest question, guys. What is the difference between MBR and GPT? MBR, master boot record, we can create a 4 primaries or 3 primary, 1 extended. In extended, we can create a multiple logical drives. Each partition support up to 2 terabyte of size of the drive. Size of the, okay. GPT, GUID partition table. We can create 128 primary partitions and we don't require any no extended, no logical partitions. Because 128 is for one disk, it is practically, it is very bigger. More than 2 terabytes, it support up to 18 EB as per certain textbooks. Guys, GPT, MBR. So you have a disk, whether it is MBR and GPT, we create a partition. This is C drive, D drive, E drive, like we create a partitions. Why we are creating partition? To store data, right? To store data, I created a partition. To store data. But how to store data? Just we copy paste or so many other meaning is there, but you know, when you are storing your data in a place, for example, you have to arrange your clothes in your whiteboard, or maybe you want to arrange this items, you know, household items. Then you have to follow a format. Okay. To store data in the device, you need a file system. To store data in the in any drive, not only hard disk, pen drive, SD cards, anything. To store data in the storage space, we need a file system. These file systems are different file systems are there. In Windows, we use FAT and NTFS, file allocation table, new technology file system. FAT has a limit, one drive, maximum one drive, which is support up to 32 GB. Maximum size is supporting one drive size is 32 GB. NTFS support 2 terabyte or more than 2 terabyte also it is support. And compared to FAT, NTFS having certain features like a security, encryption, compression, quota, and indexing. If you see this one, this is a drive. The drive is I drive is formatted with NTFS and Z drive is FAT drive. Okay, so if you see, this is NTFS, that is FAT32. In the bottom, we can see compress and index. These two things are missing in the general tab. And other tabs, if you see security and quota. The security and quota tabs also missing in Z drive. Okay. Meaning is the FAT32 does not having compression features, security features, quota features also not there. Indexing features also not there. Of course, in recent FATs also having encryption from third party, but okay. So NTFS provides security. Security means multiple users are using your PC, so you want to not to access particular file by other user with a different account. So then what we'll do, we'll deny other user to access. Okay. Encryption, it will encrypt the data so then other user don't know how to access the data without a key. Compression, we can compress the data so then we will get a more space disk in the same system. Quota means disk quota. Quota means disk quota. Um, for example, I have a 500 GB hard disk. Space is there. For example, this is 200 GB. I'm putting some data. Other user also putting some data. I realize this guy, second user, is utilizing more space. I'm a admin. I said, your disk size is out of 200, disk size is 20 GB only. So that is called a disk quota. Guys, already I told FAT file system support up to 32 GB, but EXFAT file system, FAT file system support up to 32 GB storage space. But nowadays, you are getting a memory card that is more than 32 GB. FAT is no longer support. Okay, more than 32 GB means 64 GB memory cards, 128 GB memory cards, up to 2 terabytes of memory cards are available. Okay, EXFAT is another file system called extended FAT. It supports a very big file storage, more than 32 GB size it support. If you have a memory card which is higher than 32 GB, like a 64 GB memory card in your mobile, so you can see it is formatted with a exFAT only. REF is resilient file system, so it uses ERC value to keep your not to from corruption kind of stuff. Guys, not only in Windows, Linux, Unix utilize certain file system to store their data, ext3, ext4, XFS kind of stuff. If you're sharing a data through network, also you can use a protocols or a service names like NFS, CFS kind of stuff. So every device which stores the data, okay, to store that data, we have required a file system. Major 2 points are completed. Okay, guys, please read this part. I will be back in a minute, 1 minute only. Just 1 or 2 minutes. Just read this one. Just I'm muting. Okay. Now audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Guys, last part in this one is your boot processing. Okay. Almost all subject is completed. Only small part is left. That is Outlook and VPN part. Okay. So yeah, we'll see after this one. Um, Depends upon your study. Okay, so I'm giving small gaps to you have to cover up. Meantime, so take 1 hour, relax, and go through once, so you will be able to give an answer. Okay. Already I'll forward all the questions to you. Please go through the questions. Mainly, what is service desk? Okay. So here it is. This is about a boot processing, guys. What is a boot processing? Very simple. When you are having a computer or a laptop, so you press the power button, right? You will press the power button. Power is connected already, right? So you press the power button. So normally in desktop wise, I am telling, okay, so this is the what it is, an SMPS, and there is a motherboard, hard disk, okay, and of course CD-ROM, back panel connection, front panel connections are there. From motherboard, there is a connector. From SMPS, there is a 24-pin connector is there. Main power supply is 220 volts or 230 volts, 50 Hz AC power supply it is. Okay. This power is already given to your SMPS. Whenever you press the power button, the system will on, and on your monitor, you will get a login screen and you will get a your system. Means you can start working your system from that step onwards. The step-by-step process is from power on your system to user can use system. So that is called a boot processing. Okay, what will happen from first step? When you press the power button, the power is distributed to entire computer, including your CPU, your RAM, on motherboard components, your BIOS chip, your hard disk, and your CD-ROM if it is connected. Okay, so every device, including your keyboard, your mouse, will get a power supply from your hard disk. Okay. So what happens when you press the power button? Power distribution, and every device is get activated. Then your BIOS will recognize all devices are activated and what is their details. Okay, on motherboard details are there, but about CPU, RAM, hard disk, CD-ROM, so those details will collect and store in the BIOS chip. And also make sure that the primary devices like a CPU, RAM, and on motherboard chipsets should work. If it is not working, problem. Okay. So the first step here always post power on self test. Power on self test. What is power on self test? Same step only I'm telling, only first step only I'm telling, keep telling. What I told first step, when you power on your system, system will test itself. Just test itself, make sure that the components, the primary components are good or not. Okay. So for example, okay, every device is working fine. Your RAM, processor, hard disk, everything is working fine. So your post is successful. If in case your RAM is not sitting properly or your processor is not working, there is a problem inside your motherboard chips. North bridge or south bridge. Post will be failed. Post will be failed. So we'll talk in a success manner first. Okay. First one is post is successful. What is post? Power on self test. Okay. Once post is successful, so make it like your CPU, RAM, and your motherboard onboard things are working. No problem in it. Okay. So next step is your BIOS chip knows where is your operating system, right? BIOS chip will tell boot priority. And based on the boot priority, you have to locate the operating system in the priority wise. So check your operating system in CD-ROM. It is there, load it. Check operating system from removable drive. It is there, load it. Check operating system is there in hard disk. It is there, load it. Okay. So like that, boot as per the boot priority, BIOS boot priority, it locate the operating system. Mainly the device MBR record. What is this MBR record? Already just before I told MBR record, master boot record or a GUID partition table means GPT or MBR or GPT records are there on the disk. Okay. These records will tell where is the bootloader. So find out the bootloader from MBR record. First of all, how you know where is MBR? Based on boot priority, you have to check the bootable disk. Once you find a bootable drive, bootable disk or bootable drive, find out MBR record. MBR record will tell you where is the bootloader. Where is the bootloader? And load the bootloader. Load the bootloader. Okay, the bootloader is made different from one operating system to another operating system or one version to another version. For example, if I'm using Windows XP or Windows 2000, 2003 server, then bootloader is NTLDR. Okay, Windows 7 from Windows 6, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, 8.1, Windows 10, okay, Windows 11, the bootloader name is bootngr. If you are using Linux kind of stuff, grub, current version is grub 2, LILO, these are the bootloaders. Okay, so we have to locate this bootloader using MBR record. So locate the bootloader, load the bootloader into RAM, means once you load into RAM means it will give it to processor. The bootloader will tell how to load operating system, where is operating system. Bootloader will tell how to load operating system and loading operating system. Operating system will load in different modes, depends upon your operating system and the mode it will load, like a safe mode. What is safe mode? It is a minimal operating system used for a troubleshooting operating system issues. Okay. So you want to load your operating system in safe mode? Bootloader will give you that information to load it. Bootloader will tell you which mode operating system you have to load. You can do it. You know, in Linux, there is four modes are there for a loading operating system. Single user mode, multi-user mode without networking, multi-user mode with networking. Okay, GUI mode, full mode, GUI mode with networking. Four modes are there. How it will when you start your PC, which mode will do it? depends upon your bootloader configuration. Bootloader configuration. Okay, so once operating system is loaded, you will get a login screen. You give login to your system, the startups, services, application, the startup services and their applications will run automatically. Now you can use your system. Guys, once again, step by step, simple format. Just remember in a simple format first. What is a boot processing? So boot processing is from when we start your computer, step by step by process from start of the PC means power on the PC to user can use the PC. So what are the happen between? What are the step by step things happen between power on the system to user can start using system? Okay. First step is post, power on self test. When system is power on, system test itself about the devices, their functions. Once it is successful, means post is successful. Post is successful, then locate the MBR record. First step is post. Second one is locate MBR record. So MBR record will tell where is bootloader. So locate the bootloader. So bootloader, load the bootloader. Bootloader will tell you how to load operating system. Where is operating system? Which mode of operating system should be loaded, like that. So bootloader will tell how to load operating system. Now operating system is loaded, you will get a login. So give the login, username, password. Once you are entering the PC, the startup starts services and applications. Now you can start using your PC. You guys understand boot processing?
Yes, sir.
This is a little extended part, guys, what I'm trying to say. So when you start your PC, you may get a different kind of errors on the screen. So this is the same diagram I have designed. So what is this? Who post is successful? Very good, we'll go to next step. How you know post is successful? Because you went already, next step is there. So you don't need to do it, at automatic lab when you power on your system, then system will get ready, you can start using it. Okay. But if in case post is success or failure, how you know? Based on that, we can understand where is the problem. If you are facing any problem, we can understand by the post success and failure also. For example, guys, post is successful. It indicates you have a keyboard. Okay, so you have a keyboard, on keyboard, desktop keyboard, having 3 LEDs. These 3 LEDs will blink only once. In some desktops, there is a buzzer, so it will make you a small sound, one beep sound. So that beep sound will indicate post is successful. One single beep or one time LED blink. On your desktop, there is a hard disk LED. If hard disk is LED also blinking, means almost all post is successful. One more is very simple to understand. On your monitor, if it is showing any screen, like at least a company logo, your BIOS logo, company logo. See, I will show you that screen normally like this. Some logo, something on your monitor screen, either it is a company logo or Windows logo, okay, or BIOS logo. It is showing means your post is successful already. If any problem is occur, it can be your operating system and other things. On monitor, if it is showing no signal, if it is showing on monitor, it is showing no signal or no data is connected, no cable is connected, no input. In that cases, guys, it is maybe your graphics related, not related to your CPU or RAM. Post is successful, but a graphical point of view or monitor, cable, somewhere there is a problem, not a post problem. On your monitor, if it is showing a logo means good. If it is showing no input, no signal kind of stuff, then definitely it is not a post problem. It is a your monitor connectivity problem. Either it is display drivers, display related, or any other related. Next one, guys, post failure. How you know post is failure? When you power on your system, if you see your keyboard, there is a three LEDs. The LEDs never blinks. Even you press the num lock, the LED corresponding LED is not blinks. So why? Because of post failure. So you don't recognize any other devices first. Okay. No LED blinking on desktop. Power LED blinks. No LED blinks. HDD LED won't blink. Power LED blinks, but HDD LED don't blink. Second indication. Third one is multiple beeps. If you receive a multiple beeps from your system or no beeps from your system, maybe host is failed. Finally, on your monitor, you don't see any kind of things. It is a completely blank, not black, it is completely blank screen. Okay, it is not showing any your motherboard logo or anything. Nothing, it is a blank screen, not even a no signal, not even a no signal. So problem is, where is the problem now? It is your BIOS related problem. Sorry, it is your post is failure because you got a blank screen, no signal kind of stuff or Windows logos or any motherboard logo is also not showing on it. Okay, no LED on your keyboard also. So you can say post failure. If post is failure, so you have to compulsory check your RAM, remove your RAM from your desktop and clean up the RAM, reinsert the RAM. So check your processor connectivities and other device connectivities. Clean up your system, maybe because of dust not recognizing properly. Okay, so it is post failure. It is a hardware failure. Even if you don't have an operating system, no problem. Something on screen should be shows, right? So that is the first point. You will get a blank screen. Meaning is your primary devices like a CPU, RAM, or motherboard, on motherboard components, on motherboard power supplies having some failure. This is the first one. The second one, guys, post is successful. It means so LED blinking is there. Mean on a keyboard LED blinking or a single key. On monitor, it is showing. It is showing boot device not found. Okay. On monitor, it is showing boot devices not found. Means post is successful. No problem in your RAM, no problem with your CPU or a BIOS or any other components on motherboard. No boot device means your hard disk is disconnected or hard disk is corrupted or no operating system in the hard disk. What are the three things I said? It may be you didn't insert any hard disk or a hard disk is corrupted or operating system can be corrupted. In that cases, you will get a boot device not found. Okay. So what to do? What to do? Boot device not found. Go to BIOS settings. Go to BIOS settings. So turn off your system or restart your PC system. Go to BIOS settings. Check is hard disk is showing or not. You have one hard disk means it will show your hard disk details on the BIOS settings. I will show you that one. Like this. So SATA fixed hard disk, HDD, SATA ODD kind of stuff. So fixed hard disk, WDC, 1 terabyte, 1000 GB. Okay, 1000 GB. It means hard disk is showing, means hard disk is good. Only operating system is corrupted. But it not showing hard disk. Then open the cabinet, check the cables, disconnect the cable and connect the cable. After power off your PC, only you have to do it, turn off your PC completely, remove all power connections. Then connections, okay. So device and make sure that hard disk is working or not, or cross check with a different hard disk or a different system. So make sure hard disk is working or not. Okay. So if hard disk is not showing on the BIOS settings, means hard disk is not recognizing. Either it can be a cable problem or hard disk is not working. If it is showing hard disk on your system BIOS settings, meaning is your operating system is not there or operating system is corrupted. Okay, so of course you can, if you have a system restoration, system image recovery backup is there, you can restore system image backup or will format and will install a new operating system in it. Okay. Next one is boot MGR missing. You start a PC, you got a boot MGR missing. So boot MGR missing. Boot MGR is a bootloader. Bootloader is belongs to operating system. So your operating system is corrupted. Boot MGR is missing. Operating system corrupted. Boot MGR missing. Sometimes you have to check the hard disk is do not have any problem. Go to BIOS settings, check the hard disk is showing or not. If it is showing, means your hard disk is safe. Only operating system is corrupted. That's why it is showing boot MGR missing. Okay, so these are the basic things. Okay, there is a troubleshooting things also there. Okay, so first one is post failure, which I discussed. Second one is boot MGR missing, bootable device not found. So you want to check, you want to load operating system from a particular boot device, then it is failed. Of course, locating of MBR record, that time you will get a boot MGR missing if in case you are unable to locate or your drive is failed. Finally, it will load operating system. If no problem with your operating system, your system, your physical machine means your machine and your operating system are compatible. So mostly you don't get a problem to install load operating system. Okay. If in case while loading operating system you are getting a problem means, then also you have to reinstall operating system or we have to do any other patchworking. Now you are log into your PC. Operating system is loaded. Now you log into your PC. The startups, services, applications, what are the in the automatic mode, so they will start. Okay. Now the system is started. Boot processing is completed and troubleshooting is completed. But one point in troubleshooting already I told, but I'm telling again. You start your system. Initial days, your system is with a 5 seconds, 10 seconds. So system is started, you can start using from within the 2 minutes only. After usage of 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, when you power on your system, it's taking lot of time to get to work on your system. Okay, so meaning is your system is slow running or starting or boot time is more. So what to do? Go to startups, go to task manager, startups, disable the startups which we are not required. Uninstall the applications if no longer required. Disable the startups. Already I told that is go to my services and disable or manual the services which you are not using currently. I have done with my Oracle service XE. I stopped the services and change it to manual. So when I want it, I will utilize it. This is about your boot processing kind of stuff and small errors. Compulsory guys, line by line, remember. Try it. Why my PC is giving board shit today? Guys, understanding?
Yes, sir.
But I am unable to touch this team. Something happened today. Laptop is not at all. Okay. That's it for today, guys. I'm leaving early yesterday and today also. I'm leaving you early. Why? Because of go through once. Don't get doubts. Tomorrow again we'll discuss about both the things, Outlook and BP. That's it. Okay. Already I forward that video. Yeah. Okay. Study well, guys. Prepare well. Okay. Any doubts? Put it in a WhatsApp group. Only group only. For any questions you have a doubt or anything you want to learn, put it in a group. I will help. So tomorrow, same time, same link.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, tell me.
sir, the test of technical will be held on 10th.
I don't know that one.
Okay, sir.
Don't commit any dates.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Well,
Thank you, sir.
I'm unable to touch. Something happened again with my app, so I'm unable to close it.
Good evening.
Tell me, tell me. Yeah, good night,
In
guys.
technical round,
Yeah, technical
hello.
round. Yeah, technical round.
In tech, ask only basic question or scenario.
Mostly basic, mostly basics. About yourself means your personal questions. I think
Okay.
already I told, okay? Basically
Yes.
about your questions only. And the second one is basic technical questions only. What is what? I already sent some questions and Sai sir forwarded to me, I forwarded to you. That
Yes.
is some questions and answers. Go through it. That's why I'm leaving earlier. If you got it, we can discuss.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me, tell me.
Sir, actually, I'm asking you that if I ask them to assign me in telecom or cloud-based project, so they will
Don't,
ask.
don't talk those things in an interview, okay? Once you are completed, join, then you can go, okay? Don't, if you ask now, they can't also do, they can't do anything.
Okay.
It's not their hand, right? Once you are joined, as per the process, so you will get a project. But if you give your priorities and your knowledge priorities, if there is any possibility, you can go.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That's the point, okay? If you talk in interview like that, means they will feel a different way. Kiran came. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys. Still app is giving me a call.